It is now my pleasure to introduce to you our college student delegate, James Wratten. James is from Waterville, New York, and will receive a Bachelor of Science degree in Applied Mathematics. James describes his time at RIT with these words: "Overall, I have learned a great deal over the past 4 years. There is no doubt that I have much left to learn, but I would like to think that my time here at RIT has allowed me to establish a solid foundation." James represented us well at the academic convocation earlier today, and I look forward to his remarks tonight. It is my privilege to present the College of Science student delegate, James Wratten. James.
I would first like to thank everyone for coming out today. It's a day of celebration for all of us, and we appreciate you being here in support. Although it is a day for me and my fellow graduates to be recognized for what we have done over the past few years, I think it's equally important that we recognize the people who have helped us to get to this point, recognize those without whom we would not be here. I would like to take my own advice and start out by talking about a few of the people who have had a huge impact in my life. First, I would like to thank my parents, Jim and Maureen, for everything they've done for me. There's no doubt that I would not have had the opportunities that I have today without the help that they have given me along the way. What matters most is not them being here in support during a time of celebration, but the times they were there for me when I failed, the times when I didn't do the right thing or didn't achieve my goals. It's easy to stand by someone when they are being recognized for the good things they have done, but it takes a much stronger person to stand by your side when you have failed. Mom, Dad, I want you to know how much you mean to me. You have been there with me through the toughest times in my life, and I'll be there for you whenever you need me. Thank you. I've been fortunate enough to have met many people here at RIT who have helped me over the years. Although there is no way that I can mention all of them today, I would like to talk about one person who means a lot to me, a person who means a lot to so many people on this campus. Dr. Agarwal, I want to thank you for everything you've done for myself and countless other students over the past 4 years. This is not about him being my favorite teacher, although he is, but it's about a man who I really admire, a person who stands for what he believes in, even if it's not the easy thing to do. He is undoubtedly the most intelligent person I've ever met in my life, but more than that, he cares about the students in a way that few others do. Dr. Agarwal, thank you so much for everything. I can't properly explain what you've meant to me. I've talked a little bit about a few of the people who have had a huge impact on my life, people who have helped me even though they received nothing in return. With that said, I think it is crucial for my fellow graduates and I to think about how we can impact the lives of others, how we can make a difference in the world, both in the U.S. and abroad. There are many things that I could talk about with respect to this issue, but I want to talk about one of the things that is closest to my heart. That is the millions of orphans across the world. There are millions of orphans with no home, no food, and most importantly, no hope for a better future. I've had some people tell me the problem is too big to solve. There are millions of orphans. We can't help them all. The fact is they're right on that. But I believe that an individual can change the life of 1 orphan, 5 orphans, 10 orphans. I believe that we can give them a hope for a better future. I encourage all of you not to think of the millions of orphans, but to think of one child who struggles to survive. This is not some television commercial. This is real. I know that if many of you had met those children, you'd feel the same way I do. They are no different than your old child, grandchild, or cousin. They laugh and cry the same as you and me. I think it is our duty to give them a chance in life, like many of us have had. I want to make one thing clear. Even though I'm only 21 years old and probably naive about many things, I am not naive on this issue. I know just how hard it is to truly make a difference. Over the past 2 summers, I've tried and likely failed in India in so many ways. But I can say one thing for sure. I would rather fail while standing for those who have no voice than it would succeed while pursuing that bigger house, nicer car, or higher raise. We have a great opportunity in our life to stand for those who can't stand for themselves. It may not be the easy thing to do, but it's definitely the right thing. I strongly believe that this goes far beyond any religious or political beliefs, beyond our interests, or where we might be from. It comes down to being there for the most vulnerable in our society. There are many things that tear us apart, but I believe that we can stand together as one in regards to this issue. Over the past few years, we have developed the know-how and the ability to make changes. But do we have the will to fight for the weakest among us? We have the power to imagine the world as a better place, free from injustice, but will we take the reins? We have the opportunity now to make a difference, but it comes down to our desire. We have to ask ourselves whether we believe that everyone is created equal, whether we believe that a child in Africa is just as important as a child here in America. I know I do, and I hope you feel the same. So go out today and make a difference in someone's life, not because you receive some benefit, but because you believe it's the right thing to do. Because if you were in that position, you'd appreciate if someone did the same. Thank you.
Thank you, James. You're truly an ambassador for our college.